Hello and welcome back to Listen Up. It's just me tonight. I know you guys noticed. I'm without Phil tonight, so I was sitting in the call and I was waiting for Phil to join. I'm like, well, I don't know what I'm waiting for. Phil's not going to join me tonight, so anyway, hopefully I don't bore you guys out too much. Just me sitting here by myself, but I'm going to try my best here tonight. I promise Phil will be back with me tomorrow morning. We're going to have another episode tomorrow morning going over the recruits for the class of 2023 so far. Today was a big day. We got a lot of news. I'm very excited about that. KK Arnold, Ashlyn Shade, Caden Samuels now have officially committed for next year. Very, very exciting stuff. And the surprise for me today was I don't know if anybody else saw this or not. I'm sure you guys did, but Jana L. Alfie, hopefully I'm saying that right. I'll figure that one out for tomorrow morning. Trying to get better at these names, I promise. But yeah, I mean, those are the four players for right now. I won't say anything else. I don't want to spoil too much about that episode tomorrow morning, but we will be back, and I promise Phil will be here with me. And then, of course, we have the big episode tomorrow night after the game against Northeastern, discussing our post-game thoughts, the score, all that good stuff. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night. But now with all that stuff out of the way, let's get into why everyone is here, and that is because the news we received a couple hours ago now, um, and it's because Caroline Ducharme has been ruled out for tomorrow night's opener versus Northeastern, and due to neck stiffness. Now, if you guys watched our last check-in video the other day, getting our pregame thoughts in, we're gonna have a last check-in before each and every game, so make sure you guys watch that as well. And I said I was expecting the starting lineup to stay the same, and it seems like it is with Caroline being out. So it's not really a surprise to me that Caroline's not able to play. I don't really think it's time to panic, but I will say I'm going to get a little nervous if she's not able to play in that game Monday the 14th against Texas. I think UConn definitely looked fine without her in that exhibition game the other day. And I think that I'm sure they're going to be fine without her tomorrow night for that game against Northeastern. But I think they're going to need all the firepower they can get against Texas. And so hopefully she's able to suit up for that game. Hopefully UConn gets her back. But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what the news is. I'm sure we'll get something hopefully on Sunday saying whether she, excuse me, whether she is able to play or not. But like I said, hopefully she's able to go. I believe now it's time for a couple of comments. It's a little different since Phil is not here to read them off to me, but I'm going to try my best to go over some of them here and give my thoughts on them. So let's go. Here we go. Iva, welcome back. Iva, we always love when you comment. Iva says, Ducharme not playing first game. Is it something serious, or are they cautious and resting her for Texas game? We will see. I do think starting lineup won't change from exhibition for many games. At the end for March, I do think that this is the lineup Gino will go with. Maybe just substitute Caroline and Lou. Well, thanks for your comment, Iva. Like I said, we always appreciate it. Yeah, Caroline not playing the first game, definitely a huge disappointment because I know a lot of you guys love Caroline Ducharme. I know me and Phil love watching Caroline Ducharme play. She had a great season last year with us, a talented freshman, and of course, along with AZ going into her second year now. And it is a viable question that are they being cautious, or is she going to be able to play versus Texas? We just don't know yet. But like I said, hopefully she's able hopefully she's available for that game versus Texas. But yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. Obviously, I think that the lineup's going to stay the same now for tomorrow night against Northeastern. But I think the lineup probably will stay the same most of the season. Hopefully this isn't a lingering injury for Caroline. Neck stiffness, I don't think that's really an injury that could linger for most of the season. Let's hope not anyway. Of course, I believe she had back surgery during the off season. I could be wrong about that. Or maybe it was hip surgery. I think it was hip surgery. But I think her hip was bothering her all last season, and I believe she did have surgery on that. Correct? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was hip surgery. So hopefully for Caroline, there's no lingering injuries there this season because with all the with two players out for the season already, Caroline, UConn's going to need certainly all the players they can get, including Caroline, and hopefully everybody is able to stay healthy for the most part. Let's get into another comment here. William Johnson goes, "Hey guys, the recruiting class for this year was announced, and I would love if you guys did an overview of the new players that are going to be coming to stores next year. I saw on the team's Instagram page they posted all the recruits for next year. I know you covered them this off season, but there are some new players, and I would love to hear your take on them. I'm a student at UConn and can't wait for the game tomorrow. Go Huskies." Well, like I said, we're going to do that episode tomorrow morning on the four official new recruits for the 20 class of 2023. So like I said, make sure you guys tune into that. Yeah, definitely exciting times. We did cover Cadence, KK, and Ashwin. We actually have a KK Arnold interview on the channel. So if you guys didn't see that, make sure you guys check that out. That was very fun. I was not there for that interview, but Phil did a very nice job on that interview with KK. And of course, we can't wait to see all four recruits now, hopefully here in Storrs, Connecticut, and becoming a UConn Husky for next season. Very, very exciting to see new faces playing for the UConn Huskies. So we can't wait. And enjoy the game tomorrow. That's exciting news. You're a student. Not sure if you're going to the game, but if you are, enjoy the game. And I know we'll all be watching, and of course we'll have the recap right after the game. And for the last comment, I'm not going to read a specific one, but I did see a lot of comments talking about Amari DeBerry and how she was looking lost in the exhibition game. And one person said she should even transfer. I definitely don't disagree. As we know, UConn is not for everybody. There have been multiple players in the past couple of years entering the transfer portal and taking their talents elsewhere. And there's no problem for that. There's no judgment against that. It certainly doesn't work out for everybody. And it's just not it's not just at UConn, right? There's plenty of other players all around the nation that switch schools and enter the transfer portal. Very, very common, that we've seen over the past 5 years, especially. But the transfer portal is certainly something that's becoming more and more common each and every year. So, um, but I mean, hopefully she stays for this season, all of this season, because I do believe she will see a lot of minutes for this team this season, even if she is off to perhaps a slow start. I definitely now that you guys are saying that, I definitely will admit that I did see that a little bit in that exhibition game, but I mean, it was the first game, so I'm gonna cut her just a little slack. Of course, I'm sure we'll see her tomorrow night against Northeastern, so hopefully she can shake off the first game nerves, get back out there against Northeastern coming off the bench, because I do believe she's gonna see some good minutes off the bench along with Aubrey and Ayana, of course. So hopefully she gets things straightened out for tomorrow night and gets back in the groove of things. And that goes for everybody. Hopefully they can do a repeat performance of what we saw in that exhibition game versus Kutztown. I think that's it for me. I think I covered everything. I think that's all from me tonight. You'll see me a couple more times tomorrow. Back here with Phil for 2 episodes. Got the recruiting class for 2023. Then we got the game recap. So big news today. We got some more big news and big things happening tomorrow. Of course, the game Monday versus Texas. We'll have a last check-in video and of course recapping that game. Can't wait for that game, but definitely the game tomorrow. Very exciting. opening night, Stores, Connecticut at Gamble Pavilion. We can't wait. And Phil and I appreciate all you guys watching, of course, watching, commenting as always. And this has been Rye on Listen Up. See you guys tomorrow.